Hey, what is up everybody, it is your boy that Domino Effect, and I'm back again already with some more Scout Snapper gameplay. Because you know I'm very accustomed to sniping, and this is my favourite map. Probably on MW3, I quite like Village, but this map is so good for sniping, and it is perfect for the defensive player. Because the long range sightlines are the safest way to play this game, because you'll take so many bullshit deaths if you rush and stuff, you'll run into so much crap. I just thought I'd give you a few more tips on how to snipe and play the recon kit effectively. Now in my other video I talked about aggravation levels, and in this game you can kind of sustain aggravation levels by using kill streaks that you have to kind of call in. Not the sentry gun, I mean like the AC-130 and the Reaper, because this takes you out the game, and at certain points in the game it's good to take yourself out the game and preserve like that death that you probably wouldn't have taken otherwise. So I'd recommend using those kind of kill streaks because they do like take your aggravation levels down, and you know people are looking for you. At this point, when you put together like 12 kills to get your AC-130, people are looking for you, and you know you wanna just preserve like that death. I like to preserve every death and treat every death as a failure, just like this guy did. But these were some of the worst players I've ever played against, and this was just after Christmas, so I guess they were Christmas noobs, but they were very low levels, so they either couldn't get levels in a few days, or they just got it. They were latecomers to Christmas noobs, so that makes them even bigger noobs. They're like New Year's noobs, and and you know when they run around with the default LMG class, that it was not gonna end pretty for them, because the default LMG class is the sign of a noob. I'm sorry, but it is. You see the little cold belly guy trying to sneak up. Yeah, let's talk about the sentry gun, because the sentry gun is huge on this kit. Oh, so is attack insertion. As that guy found out. But the sentry gun is hugely important on this kit because it's pretty much a human claymore. And on this map, where you have to kind of watch two sides and you have like a pretty big responsibility, it is a big human claymore that will never run out. And it pretty much tells me which side they're coming from, because as I said, the spawns in this game flip quite often, particularly in domination. That's why I kind of avoid domination 6v6. I prefer ground war because you've got more teammates, so you can kind of predict where the enemy's spawning, and there's a lot more going on. And my AC-130 would have been a lot better if this was ground war, because all the little blind eye bitches with their default LMG class, they stopped me getting a lot of kills in this. But you know, I still saw them. I can see you down there. But yeah, as I said, these guys were the worst I've ever seen, and this was at night, so I guess it was past their bedtime, and they were getting a bit cranky on the headset. So I thought I'd just hand out an arse whooping and put them back in their place, as I usually do on this game. But yeah, the gun I'm using is the L118A with thermal, and the thermal scope is huge. Let me explain why. Around the on the left hand side of me there is the tunnel, the long tunnel underneath the motorway, and down there is a lot of bushes at the back, and this pretty much enables me to see through them. And for some reason, and I can't explain why, the thermal scope seems to be more accurate than the regular scope. I don't know why, and I don't know how I can explain this, because I know a lot of you are just gonna say, well, a snapper's a snapper, you just put it on and shoot. But I think the L118 in general is more accurate than the other snipers, and I'd give the thermal a try because it's different. I would normally use extended mags, because when you have responsibility of a spot like that, you pretty much you don't wanna miss any shots, and you wanna make sure you're holding your side down, because if you don't hold your side down, you ruin it for the rest of the team, and you're not a team player. As you see, is that Moab? Yep. Buddy making gets a Moab. And as I said, look at the score. I don't know if you saw those guys' scores on the other team, but you would at the end, and it was not pretty. I actually feel sorry for them. But you know, they should have gone to bed earlier, and that's all I'm going to say, really. Other than that, what else can I talk about? Gameplay is pretty self-explanatory, as it usually is on my favourite map. Oh yeah, the other day we were talking about like how much we rage at this game and stuff. And I was just thinking, well, we rage at every game. Seriously, players who put any amount of time into a game rage at any game. They'll find anything that's wrong with it and complain about it. And you know, I do it as well, but sometimes every game people are just going crazy, and when you start going crazy, you just play so bad. You start playing aggressive, you run around corners when you shouldn't, and I don't know, you get into that mindset of I gotta get my kills up, but just take it slow, and that's pretty much how a defensive player works. Some games you'll get like 50 kills, some games you'll get 5 kills, and you might be like 5-0, and it's a success. It's not obviously it's not a standout game, but you've pretty much played it to its fullest ability, because I like to play this game like it's real life. I know it's sad, but I don't know, it feels more rewarding not dying, and when I play, that's pretty much what I aim to do, not die. It's pretty simple, but when you're using a sniper kit, I find you play a lot better. My KD, I don't know what, can you see your KDs with snipers? I think you can. I'm gonna go check that later. The way you play the sniper is that's why it's such a bitch to play against, because if you're playing it correctly, you pretty much think I fail horribly. Yeah, look at this guy. What's he doing on the flag? Oh well, at least he's trying to cap it. But yeah, if you when I start dying, I just get so pissed off, and it's important not to run back in there. It's pretty simple, but people, when you're in the game and you're in the heat of the moment, you overlook these kind of things, and you want to make every death count, and that's what I pretty much do with the sniper, and that's why when I use the sniper I play so well, because usually when I'm pulling out sniper, we're against bad players, and oh yeah, I can't. That's another problem. That pissed me off. There's so many. I think people are just getting so good at this game now that it's hard to use any other weapon than the ACR and stuff, and that upsets me. I don't understand why they can't implement weapon balance where every gun should have its place. Because Battlefield does it, and all the guns in that, from what I can see, they're balanced. I've heard the FAMAS is a little bit good on that game, but I'm sure they'll patch it. Whereas this game, what did they patch the FNG9s or something, and they just made the crosshair a little bit bigger, and apparently they've nerfed all the other machine pistols. So I don't really see what they're doing there, because it's not the problem. The other machine pistols aren't the problem. It's the look at these. Oh, I feel sorry for them. Look, they're just running out. A little buffalo. Herding time. But yeah, that wasn't the problem. They didn't need to nerf the other ones. Although the G18 Akimbo, I would recommend that once you stop prestiging and you've got time to get them. They are actually real good, and that's all I'm going to say on the machine pistols, really. Other than that, this has been a pretty entertaining game. I was pretty accurate this game. I reckon I was like 70% accuracy, maybe higher. And I go into my second AC-130, but there isn't really much time left for me to kill these children. Or the blind eye, and it's dirty. But yeah, if this was a ground war, it would have been bigger. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. It was just another scout snap at beatdown I put on some kids. Any gameplay you want me to get, any guns or anything, let me know, because I'm getting a loose end now with this game. It is dying, and people are getting too angry at it. But I'll still hang in there, try and get some beast games, because that's why we play Call of Duty, for the games that we never expect to come. And peace. 48-1 final score.